Hey guys, are you ready for your bedtime story? I'm so excited to share how full is your bucket with you. So everybody, get your pajamas on. I got my Cheshire Cat Snuggie. I got my Cheshire Cat Stuffy and my sippy cup. And let's read our bedtime story. So how full is your bucket? Written by Tim Rath and Mary Reckmeyer. Felix was putting one of his last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. "Go away. You're too little." He's mean. He's mean. "I'm big." "Stay back. You'll knock it over." "I can be very careful." "Go play with your baby toys, Anna." Wow. Then she tipped them all over because he made her angry. "Grandpa!" They're both mad. Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket?" Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix just couldn't tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning, when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning. It's almost time to go. Anna, sit still." Trying to do Anna's hair. She's trying to do Anna's hair, and Felix is, I see catastrophe ready to happen. Are you ready for this? Felix slipped, and cocoa wheat scattered across the floor. "Felix!" yelled his mom. "You shouldn't have used the stool to reach that." Felix couldn't feel his bucket tip. An invisible, big drip spilt out. Drip, drip. "Ha ha!" Anna laughed as she scrambled the cereal with her shoe. "Drip. Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus," scolded Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, look at this. What do you think happened before he could take a bite? I don't know. Let's find out. Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. "Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it." Drip. Psst. Felix pissed. Drip. "Hey, watch out, shrimp." Drip. Look at that. All these people are mean to him, and all those drops are dripping out of his bucket. Felix is not having a good morning at all. It was still morning, and Felix's bucket was almost empty. It's almost all gone. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. See, that's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Probably not good to have an empty bucket. Felix slumped into his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. What do you think's going to happen? "Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class?" Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right inside his bucket. Plink, plop. "The Gigantosaurus Who Wanted a Pet," by me, Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Look at that. All the drops. Drop, drip, plop, plunk. His bucket is getting more full. All day. Buckets. Look at those drops landing in his bucket. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Drop. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors there, Felix. Drop. Cool laser grant backpack, Felix. Drop. Now it's after school. I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, it's recess, not after school. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. Look at that. His bucket got full again. See all these people? This guy, his bucket's not very full anymore. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else has a bucket too. Look at that. Let me help you, Felix. Drop. Drop. Here, your baseball. Catch. Thanks, dude. Drop. Drop. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. Drop. Drop. What do you think's happening? The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. When Felix burst into the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her. Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks?" See? Bad dog. Do you think they're going to build the tower with the blocks? They did! And look at, they both have full buckets. So let's discuss this story for a minute. Buckets. Everybody has one. And we have to be kind to everybody because we have no idea how full everybody else's bucket is. And when you're nice to everybody and you're kind to everybody, it fills your bucket too. So I want you guys to all have sweet dreams about filling everybody's buckets and have a nice night, angels.